Yo, what's goody, the KJ Nation? I'm finally back after having been gone around 4 months. Yeah, I know, it's been some time still, but yeah, man had exams, so I had to study in that. But yeah, man did good, and now we're finally back. I'm bringing you guys some banger videos, some absolute smash out of the parks, you get me? So yeah, if you are new, you better subscribe, because KJ Nation is strong, and we gotta overtake all these other YouTubers, so you better subscribe. Also, you better smash that like button, because today, guys, I'm bringing you 50 tips and tricks again. You guys loved it last time, so I had to bring it back. So you better smash that like button. If we can get a little 1.5k likes, man's gonna bring another banger out. So yeah, smash that like button, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you at the end. See ya. Alright guys, so the first trick is on the map Clubhouse. It's an invincible diffuse spot. So what you want to do is come into cash room, get on this table, and you try and get up onto here. When you're on this little metallic thing, you can plant up here. Then when you plant, you can get down and destroy the table with your ash charge or a grenade or something, and yeah, nobody can defuse the bomb. So it's a win for you guys. A really nice evil eye to defend anybody trying to come from the garage or open the garage like walls is you can come into changing room with Maestro and put his Maestro camera right where this little drone hole is. After this, you can see anybody outside and you can easily zap them, and it's just a very nice camera spot. So the next trick is also a Hibana trick on the map Clubhouse. So what you want to do is come into the spawn here, the back spawn, and then you want to go up all the way over here where I go, and then what you want to do is just prone and aim exactly a little bit above this like wall here. When you shoot your pellets, you're going to be able to make 3 really nice peek holes, and if you have Kali, this could be very, very nice. So the next trick is a nice little Hibana trick you guys can do to get through any wall you want. So it can be a reinforced wall, it can be a soft wall. In this clip, I do it on a soft wall. But what you guys want to do is just take Hibana, shoot the 1 round of the pellets right above the floor, but just like perfectly like I do it. After this, you guys are able to crouch and just walk through, so you don't need to open all the walls fully. But yeah, it's just a very nice and useful trick you guys can do and surprise enemies. So guys, now we're gonna cover the map Oregon. So the first trick is an electroclaw placement for the meeting hall hatch. A lot of attackers like to come from this hatch and surprise the defenders, but you can electrify this hatch with Kaid in such a way that they cannot get rid of the electroclaw. So what you want to do is just reinforce this hatch, come downstairs and throw your electroclaw just in the spot as I show you. After this, the attackers will not be able to destroy the electroclaw and will not be able to open this hatch. So guys, the next spot on Oregon is a hiding spot. So this one is in the kids' bedroom upstairs. So what you want to do is come over to this like little shelf here, this white shelf, try and find the vault button. After this, when you vault on, you have to somehow get onto the fan. You do this by going a bit to the right and trying to go to the left immediately after. When you're on the fan, you can get onto the bed and you can lay here and people won't expect you, so it's just a very nice hiding spot overall. Now, a really nice Maestro camera spot on Oregon is again upstairs. So what you want to do is come over here, hit everything on top of this shelf to get rid of it. Then you want to try and find a vault button kind of looking towards the right. After this, when you find the vault button and you get up here, you have to move all the way to the left until you fall just a little bit and you can stand up. When you stand up, you're able to place your Maestro cam all the way on top of the wall, which gives you an angle on many rooms and is pretty discreet and hard to destroy. So it's just overall a very good maestro camera spot. Now we go on to another Kaid trick. We're gonna have a lot of Kaid tricks in this video, but I think you guys will enjoy them. So for this one, it's for the hatch in kitchen. So when you reinforce the hatch upstairs, you want to come back downstairs into kitchen, and then you want to shoot out this cupboard here. After you've shot it out, you're able to throw your electroclaw inside and electrocute the hatch. After this, it will be very hard for the attackers to spot the electroclaw and destroy it. So yeah. So the next trick is a nice little parkour spot you guys can do to instantly get upstairs as an attacker when you spawn. So what you want to do is take a 3-speed attacker, and then you quickly want to get onto this van and then sprint across clicking the vault button. You're instantly going to get on this balcony, and you can even shoot out the door before you do this parkour spot to surprise the enemy. So overall, a quick spot. You guys might have already heard about this one. So now again, a Kaid spot. It goes with the Kaid trick at the beginning, reinforcing the meeting hall hatch. So you can do either one. For this one, it's a little bit easier, but it's easier for the attackers to actually spot and destroy the electroclaw. But what you want to do is just reinforce the hatch, and then you can throw your electroclaw under the stage here, and it'll be very hard to spot for the attackers, but it'll be easier to destroy if they spot it. So you can do either one of them, but I recommend doing the first electroclaw placement I proposed. Now I'm going to show you guys 3 easy flank routes you guys can do on the map Oregon. You might have already heard about these ones or saw them being done, but for the newer players, these are very efficient routes if you're a roamer and quickly want to get somewhere. So there's not much explaining to do. I'm just going to show you how to do them and not talk over it. Enjoy. So the next 3 tricks are again Kaid spots, but the first one here is a very interesting one because you can reinforce and electrify the main hatch of the main objective downstairs and the barbed wire you put on the stairs. So what you want to do is just put barbed wire on the stairs and reinforce the hatch, obviously, and then throw your electroclaw just on the corner of the hatch, and you'll electrify both the hatch and the barbed wire. The next one is to electrify the wall facing construction site downstairs. So what you want to do is just come upstairs to the construction site spawn kind of area door and throw your electroclaw just as I do, and you're going to be able to electrify the downstairs wall. It's a very fast and efficient way, and the attackers will probably not spot where the electroclaw is. So this spot is to electrify the other wall downstairs. So what you want to do is you want to basically do the same thing as in the previous clip. You want to go upstairs, but this time to the garage, and throw your electroclaw just as I do, and you'll be able to electrify the wall. It's simple and easy to do. Now guys, we move on to the next map, which is Consulate. The first spot guys is on the top floor of Consulate. So what you have to do is come over to this little shelf over here. Then you want to try and find the vault button. After you get on, you want to place your Banshee charge as high as you can. After having done this, enemies cannot destroy this charge unless they have a grenade or an ash charge. They cannot knife it or anything, so it's a very nice place. The 3 next tips or tricks are invincible shield spots. So when you put your shield here, the attackers will not be able to pass next to them or vault over them. So they're really useful, especially if you have Goyo. You have 3 shields and an extra shield if you decide so. So you can block off many entrances. So I'm gonna show you the next 3 invincible shield spots. Enjoy. Now a nice little angle from the bathroom upstairs into the bomb A site window, where a lot of attackers like to repel. So what you have to do is basically reinforce these 2 walls so you can't get shot. Shoot holes above the door. After this, you want to do this little thing where you get next to the toilet and try and like prone all the way in, then stand up, and you're going to be able to stand on the toilet, and then you can get all the way up on the toilet and you can aim onto the window. You have a nice little pixel peek, especially if you use ACOG. This peek might be useful as attackers always repel here. This next spot is again in Consulate, but it's in the offices, and it's very useful when you're playing bomb. And to do this, you literally just do the same thing as we did in the first spot. And when you get it on here and enemies repel into the bomb, they get Melusied and it's really hard for them to play. So this third spot, guys, is downstairs in garage on Consulate. So what you have to do is you want to do this little parkour, and after you manage it, it takes a couple of tries at the beginning, but after you manage it and you get onto this red toolbox, you want to place your Melusi on top, like on the wall like this, and after the Melusi will cover the back of the van, so anybody trying to plant or anything will be very shocked. So this next trick is a nice little hiding spot that you guys might have already seen on my channel or on other people's channels. But what you want to do is come downstairs in garage, come into this little room here. What you want to do is get onto this table and walk all the way across and try and find a vault button while aiming in the middle of this like kind of black screen on the vending machine. You're gonna see a vault option, and then you can get on top, and yeah, it's a very nice hiding spot and people won't expect you, and it's actually very easy to do. So yeah. So the next trick is a real quick Valkyrie camera spot you guys can use when you're playing downstairs. A lot of attackers like to open the garage wall up, so you can literally just throw your Valkyrie camera into the van, and as it's black inside, it's very hard to spot. So yeah, a quick Valkyrie camera spot for you guys. The next 2 spots are both upstairs in the meeting room on Consulate. So what you want to do is come over here, shoot this plant out, and then you want to run onto these chairs and place your Melusi on the wall. After this, you can destroy the chairs, so like that enemies cannot knife it. You can do this on the other side of the room, as I'm going to show in the video. So the last spot on Consulate is downstairs again, and what you have to do is come onto this desk and try and find the vault button onto this vending machine. Then you can place your Melusi on the wall and it prevents the rush from behind. So it's actually a very useful placement. So now guys, we move on to the map border. So the first spot is an insane plant spot for the attackers. Downstairs in supply room. So what you want to do is come into supply room, come onto this black thing, stand on the blue things as well, destroy everything that's on these shelves. Then what you want to do is kind of look into the middle where these 2 shelves separate, and you're going to try and find the vault button. After you do this, you can vault on top of these shelves, and then you want to drop kind of back down onto these other shelves next to the wall. After this, you can destroy everything on these shelves and plant here, and the attackers will never be able to know how you got up here, and it's an easy win for you guys. So now we move on to a Kaid spot. So for this one, it's for the room upstairs. You're going to be able to electrify the hatch and the wall. So what you want to do is just come around when you reinforce the walls and just throw your electroclaw just as I do in the corner here. Your electroclaw will be hard to find for attackers, and if you guys have banned Thatcher, it will be almost impossible for them to get rid of the mirror on this wall if you play Mira and Kaid. Next two clips, I'm gonna quickly show you two Kaid tricks that are useful when you wanna defend upstairs. So pay attention, they're gonna go quick. Now on the map Chalet, a really nice invincible diffuse spot is in trophy room. So if you get into trophy room and have to plant, you can go all the way into the corner where the hatch is and try and just plant it the furthest away from the hatch, but in the corner like I do. After this, you're gonna be able to destroy the hatch and the defenders won't be able to get to the diffuser. Tip guys, I'm going to show you a nice pre-placed C4 on Chalet to get anybody trying to plant in trophy room. I showed this trick in my last video, so if you didn't check that one out, go in the description and you can check it out. So what you want to do is just make a hole where I make a hole, and then throw your C4 onto this kind of like metallic pipe, and then when anybody's trying to plant on the other side, you can just explode it and get them. So if the hatch for the kitchen drop is electrified with a Kaid and you're playing Hibana, you can still open this hatch. So what you want to do is shoot one round of pellets right next to the hatch. After they explode, they're going to get rid of the Kaid, and then you can open the hatch after this. So it's a very useful tip to know, because this hatch is usually electrified. The next map we're gonna do is Villa. Now we go into astronomy room, and what you want to do here is get rid of this telescope, and after you've done this, you want to get onto these boxes. After doing it for a couple of tries and you get onto the top, you can place your Melusi on the flag here. After this, you can cover the whole room, and it's a very useful spot. So guys, another crazy plant spot on the map Villa. So when the objective is in kitchen, what you can do as an attacker is come over to this fridge here, destroy the green shelf up here next to the fridge. Then what you want to do is vault onto the stove and kind of go all the way to the right until you're in the middle of the stove and the green like shelf you're on. Then what you want to do is look towards the fridge and try and find a vault button where I do. Then you can vault onto the fridge, and when you plant here, nobody will able to defuse the bomb. So it's a very OP spot. So the first spot is in this room where the attackers always go from, and what you have to do is destroy this TV with an impact or anything, and then what you want to do is get onto this table and you can place your Melusi charge on the wall. After you have done this, you want to destroy the table so that they cannot come up and knife it. And yeah, it slows the enemy down and it's a very useful spot. Let's get into the next spot. Now for this next one, it's just across the room, and what you want to do is just place your Melusi on the wall like this and then destroy the hatch. After you have done this, nobody can actually knife it or do anything to it unless they have an ash or they have grenades. But yeah, these two combined in this room is very strong. Now again, another really nice plant spot, but this time on the map Canal in the map room. So what you want to do, this one is pretty simple. So just come over to this like kind of shelf here or whatever it is, destroy the green thing here, kind of look in the middle, try and find a vault button, and then you can somehow get on top, all the way on top, and you can plant here. So yeah, it's a very nice diffuse spot and people won't destroy it. A really nice pixel peek to have on anybody trying to peek this window on Kana is to take an operator with a shield, and then you want to go where I go, right next to this table, and place your shield just like with a little gap next to the table. After this, you want to go at the wall behind the table and make a little hole in it. After this, you have a perfect pixel peek on anybody trying to peek this window. Now we move on to the map bank. So for this spot, it's in main lobby, and what you have to do is you come over here, get onto this and go prone and shoot out these like books or whatever, and then you want to crawl all the way onto this shelf, and you need a friend for this to keep you up. So when you get onto this shelf here, you want to stand up and have your friend behind you, and after that you want to place your Melusi on the wall, and it's going to cover this door right here. But yeah, this spot is amazing. Now there's two spots downstairs in garage. So the first one is you want to go onto this car and place it up here, and it's going to cover the whole of garage. And then the next spot is also here, and it's to prevent people from entering the garage and to slow them down. So you just want to put it on this car and you can block the entrance. So two really nice spots that you guys can use. On the map bank, you guys can do a nice little simple bullet hole peek from the upstairs windows onto the enemy's spawn. So it's a really simple but efficient spawn kill. So the next spot on bank is in archive. So what you want to do is come over to this like little shelf over here. I don't know exactly what this is. Then you want to find the vault button, vault up, and place your Melusi as high as you can. After this, you want to get down and destroy the paperwork, and they won't be able to get onto this and destroy it. So yeah, you can cover the window like this. It's a very nice spot. Now this next tip is on KJHDrd, and it's a more common tip, but still a lot of people do not know about it. So what you have to do is come over into main entrance and rappel on the southeast wall. Then after you open this window, you're gonna have a clear angle on anybody camping upstairs or even playing upstairs trying to rotate through the door, as you can see. And yeah, overall a very good angle, more for new players. I've seen other players use this, but I just wanted to make it clear and show it to you guys. Again, a nice little bullet hole peek you guys can do on the windows upstairs on KJHDrd. So yeah, the attackers always come from these windows, so if you have these bullet peeks, it'll be really hard for the attackers to spot them, and you can quickly get an easy kill. Tip is also on KJHDrd, and it's a really nice way in which you can catch enemies by surprise who are trying to walk or rappel on the east wall. So what you have to do is take Valkyrie and throw her Valkyrie camera outside the east wall, and when you see enemies trying to rappel or walk here, you jump on this little table as I do, and you can catch them by surprise. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, do remember to subscribe and remember to smash that like button for another tips and tricks video. But yeah, we're on the road to 25k, so please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.